Mick Malthouse, who was on this program once a week last year when he was in the media before he went back to when he went to coach Carlton, has been a big supporter of the YMCA Bridge project. We talked about it several times last year. Mick has been a patron since 2006. What it's all about is leadership. It's about mentoring. It's about getting kids who need a bit of help and giving them that help in life. Now, with me in the studio is the Bridge Project manager, Mick Cronin, but also coach at Carlton, patron of the Bridge Project, Mick Malthouse. Good morning.
Good morning, Neil.
And thank you for coming in. One of the young people who's been going through the YMCA Bridge Project, Michael. G'day, Michael.
Morning.
I hear Mick's a bit grumpy, is that right?
Mick?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Haven't you found him a bit grumpy this morning?
I don't really know him.
Oh. He doesn't look too bad, does he?
No, he's alright.
What are you doing?
I'm working in Elements Motors.
Yeah, as an apprentice?
Yeah, first year.
You like it?
Yeah, it's good.
How did it come about? How did you get there?
Oh, I got in a bit of trouble with the police and that. And yeah, I come across the Bridge program from a youth worker and just started from there. Started behaving myself a lot better. Yeah, got the job eventually and won the straight and narrow, yeah.
How old are you?
19.
And when were you in a bit of trouble? How old?
17.
How does that happen? How does a kid sort of end up in trouble?
Drugs.
Really? You playing around with drugs?
Yeah.
Why?
Had nothing else to do with my time.
And was it hard to stop?
Yeah, it was.
How are you going now?
Alright.
Like the job?
Yeah, it's good.
What did the Bridge Project do for you that other people weren't doing? How did it help you?
I'll speak to my mum better now. Is that what you mean?
Well, yeah. What's changed for you in life? Yeah, you get on
Yeah,
better
I've
with your mum?
got a better relationship with my mum. But I don't go out as much anymore, not getting in trouble. Just stay at home now.
And what did they do when they were dealing with the Bridge Project that helped you achieve that, helped you get there?
They helped me. I didn't feel like I was getting help before.
Yeah. And what do they help? What's the help they sit down and talk to you, or yeah.
Job-wise, Michael, how did the job come about? Are you prepared to say why you got into trouble?
Yeah, I was stealing cars.
Many?
Yeah.
Stealing cars?
Yeah.
Yeah. And a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why'd you do that?
Had nothing else to do with my time.
Yeah. And you clearly like cars.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good point though, Mick, isn't it? I mean, who better to be working in the motor industry than somebody who likes cars and steals them, I suppose?
Yeah, well, he's got a different perspective of it now. I asked him about his favourite car, and he's telling me about the hardest job he's had to do to lift the motor out, and not necessarily was the difficulty of the car. And he's actually in an area where he loves it, and the people at Alan Mance have been outstanding, as is the YMCA Bridge, of course, giving him an opportunity. But the pleasing thing for me is to hear his relationship back with his mum. So we've got a normal family life now.
And how is that brought about? How does the Bridge Project or anybody else intervene and help a kid that? Because Michael, you could have been anywhere, couldn't you? If you'd stayed on that path, you'd probably end up in jail, wouldn't you? Yeah. That's not a good idea.
What have some of your friends, Michael? So this might shock a bit, Neil. Tell us about a couple of your friends. What's happened to them?
One's dead because of it.
Because of the drugs?
Yeah, that too.
What happened to him?
He got stabbed.
So, there's if it's a change of lifestyle and change in different direction with, the Bridge Project in this case, Michael.
And I think the thing for Michael was, having a job for him in his life has given him a little bit of focus, a bit of stability. Normally when, faced with a problem or an issue seriously as a friend passing away, the natural thing would be to revert back to what you know. The easy way out would be to, maybe start doing drugs again and continue on that path to crime. But I think Michael was able to have something to focus on each day. He had the support of his, wood colleagues, and also the support of the Bridge Project to help him through that.
So how long ago did your mate die?
30th September last year.
Last year. Did that run the risk? Did it really put you back off the roads, do you think? Was it so? It'd be very traumatic.
I guess it's a bit hard for me.
Yeah. You weren't tempted to get back on the road?
I'm not really excited. Work to go, look forward to going to every day.
That's the importance, having somewhere to go and do something. Yeah. You have an Indigenous background?
Yeah.
Has that made it harder?
No.
No? I sometimes wonder about that, Mick, whether and it's good that Michael hasn't seen that, but whether we're essentially a bit racist in society.
We do see that quite frequently. And you know, that's the good point. Is that if Michael feels comfortable enough without that, that's, you know, maybe we're taking the right steps. And that's, you know, it doesn't matter to us, colour, creed, religion, whatever. We just want to see the youth of today get an opportunity, and in many instances the second, maybe in third or in fourth time around, you can't dispose of people. You've got to give people another opportunity, and sometimes that does pull on you a little bit, because you see so many good kids that maybe not with jobs and so forth, and you think, are we doing, you know, what are we prioritising things? But the answer is this: it's simple. Everyone deserves a chance. Most of these kids have had a sentence which they've done, so no second penalty. And the second penalty, sometimes society itself, with its bias, we want to get rid of that bias and say, you know, we've got some decent kids here. We just need to give them equal opportunities everyone else has.
Do you ever feel let down? I mean, not everybody's a success story, actually. Obviously.
I'm sure Michael's got figures there to say that, but do I feel let down? I feel let down by government at times when I hear about the simple fact of this takes a lot of money.
Yeah.
Certainly a lot of time. Not my time. My time's voluntary, and I'm quite prepared to. And I'm only a very, very small player. So let me tell you that from the start off. I'm a very small player. Michael is full time, and we do rely on funds to help us get young kids back in the workforce and in homes, and reunited with their family, so that we have a society that's a bit safer, and we give people an opportunity to go forward. Michael has got the potential now to be a motor mechanic at Allen Manshold, and then go and broaden his horizon even from there. So therefore he comes away with a degree of some description, or a apprenticeship, and we've got a solid citizen going forward.
So yeah, and we've gone from somebody who, as Michael says, could have been in jail, could have been in the fights that he's talking about, to somebody who is happy,
yep,
engaged, useful, working in society. Saves money.
It saves a lot of money, and it doesn't come cheap. And Michael, you might be able to...
No, it doesn't. You know, for each young person that we probably place in employment, you know, anywhere between 5,000 and 10,000 to keep that young person on the right track, and you know, with the ultimate aim of not in custody for life. So, you know, everything that we do is based around the support and making sure we have the right opportunities waiting for them.
Who funds it?
The Bridge project is funded in different areas. The employment part of the project is not funded at the moment. It was funded previously by the Department of Business and Innovation.
Well,
so
that's state.
That would be in state, yes. So
and they no longer fund it?
No, that funding was cut just in June, end of June, new financial year, for ourselves, the Bridge project, and also for 6 other community organisations who do similar work to us as well.
So how do you keep going if you lost the fund? And how much was it, by the way?
It was the funding that was cut was 150,000. It went down from 285,000 over previous years. So it's tough, Neil, absolutely, and we've had to look at ways now in how we look at funding it. So obviously, you know, you're looking for grants, you're looking for assistance. We're also looking, you know, sponsorship. You're looking for donations.
The breakfast coming up.
The breakfast comes up on the 22nd of August, which is our biggest event. So hopefully from that we can, you know, raise more awareness, but also look at some sponsorship and some, you know, fundraising to help ease that blow a little bit while we try and find new funding going forward next year.
Okay, well, I wish you well. We'll certainly raise it with the Premier. What have you got on today? What's the event today?
Well, today, the Bridge Project breakfast on the 22nd of August, and that's the biggest event we have. And obviously, we're great to have Mick involved, and he'll speak on the day. We'll have some young people speak, but that's generally just about getting businesses, new businesses, past businesses, into the room and you know, demonstrating what we're doing, but also the need for a project like the Bridge Project, and the need for it in Victoria, and for young people like Michael there as well, why it's an important part of going forward for young people.
Michael, I wonder if you mind putting the headphones on for a moment. There's a few, and Mick as well, if you like. There's a couple of people who'd like to sort of ask some questions about it. Hello, Kelly. Yes, Kelly?
Oh, good morning, Neil. How are you going?
Okay.
Look, I just wanted to say I'm just an average mum from Box Hill, and I've got 2 boys and a beautiful daughter. Good on you, Michael. You sound so determined. You're a boy of few words. I can hear that, but the few words that you're using, you can hear how determined you are. And good on you, and I love to both you and your mum.
Thank you for that.
No point in using words if you don't need them, Michael.
It's good though. You've already been an inspiration, Michael.
Yeah.
You know, that's fantastic. So I can't stress enough. It's okay about the job, but I'm so delighted that Michael's reunited in a strong bond with his mother, and that's fantastic.
Patrick, hello, Patrick.
Yeah.
Yes, Patrick.
Yep, just wanted to say, thanks to the Bridge program. So I've been referred to the Bridge program back in 2011, December, at the Nari Warren. And, so what I've learned from them, different themes, and, they do, budgeting and...
You're doing all right, Patrick?
Yeah, so as far as I am now, good family life. I'm more responsible. I'm taking care of my daughter, looking after my wife. Things that I didn't not caring about, but it was not my main issue. So now I'm just focusing on that, and I'll just keep on going back to my old notes, which we obviously had back in then.
Back through the program. All right. Thank you, Patrick.
Thanks,
Fantastic.